This build is named Blinded by Power. As you might be able to guess, we will be blinding enemies. For this build, you will need Coldheart, Fallen Sunstar, and to be on the Stormcaller subclass. Okay, so Coldheart is an exotic trace rifle, and it was actually the first trace rifle in the game. And if you played the game back in year 1, you might know that it was DPS king. But so, when you keep damaging a target with Coldheart, it will put the gun into a high damage mode. And now, recently they changed it to where whenever you're in this high damage mode, it will create ionic traces. I would recommend a primary gun, that uses kinetic ammo, because the Coldheart is a special. I use Biting Winds as it's a bow, and I think bows complement trace rifles really well, as it can do like a pretty big chunk of damage, while your special is more like a continuous damage thing, and you can use whatever heavy weapon you want. Now, there is a reason why I picked Coldheart compared to any other arc weapon, or even the Delicate Tomb, which can actually also produce ionic traces. And I'll get back to this in a second. But for now, the exotic armor piece that I'm using is the Fallen Sunstar. It improves ionic traces by making them move faster, and you get extra ability energy, while also giving your teammates ability energy. Now this goes well with our Coldheart and what I'm going to introduce to you next. So I said that we would be blinding enemies in this build earlier, but as you might be able to tell from everything that I've shown you, we're not really using anything that can blind. But this is where our subclass actually comes in. We will be using the Spark of Beacons that can blind enemies when you get an arc special weapon kill while amplified. We will also be using Electrostatic Mine to give us ionic traces when we kill blinded enemies and when we get ability kills. This builds like a kind of perpetual cycle where you can use your grenade in melee and then use your Coldheart until your abilities are recharged. Now a good third cog to throw in this feedback loop that we have is Lightning Surge. This is similar to like just using your grenade, but it just gives us another ability, so it seems like we have more apparent ability uptime, but we're just giving it more time to recharge. And a few other fragments that I throw in are like Spark of Resistance for extra resistance, Spark of Magnitude to make our grenades last longer, and Spark of Frequency so our melee will increase our reload speed. For mods, I focus on grenades, so I use Grenade Kickstart, but you could use Melee Kickstart as well if you want to use it for Lightning Surge or the Chain Melee or anything else. In one of my other two builds, what I put here was actually charged with light mods, so I could get like high energy fire or whatever else. But I'm actually using Trace Rifle Ammo Finder and Trace Rifle Scavenger, as Trace Rifles are a special weapon and they can burn through it quickly. Without these two mods, I was running out of ammo fairly frequently, but with these I actually had quite a bit more uptime on my Trace Rifle. So, overall, I don't know if this would be good for high-end PvE, as you run out of special because it takes forever to get a kill in like a Grandmaster or something. But it is fun to use in like high add density locations or just lower level things where you want to just fly through it because you get that amplified, you get that speed boost, and it's just quite a bit of fun in my opinion.